Hello, everyone, and welcome to Real Estate Reality. I'm Sergio Saya, licensed real estate broker, builder, and investor. I'm looking forward to the show because we'll be talking about something that, again, is dear to my heart. Today, Samantha and I will be discussing the state of real estate in general and on Long Island, what buyers are doing, what sellers are doing, and what we are doing as realtors. So stay tuned to let you know what is going on. Right, Sam?
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Samantha Saya, licensed real estate broker and investor. If you need to reach us for anything related to real estate, please contact us at 631-282-8992. We're also on social media, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at RERealityNY. We have another great show today. We'll be discussing how to sell your house in 2024 and why you need to basically listen to everything we tell you on this show tonight.
That's right. So if you're thinking about selling your house, there are certain things that you need to do to get your house ready for sale, right?
Yeah.
So one of the most important things that we tell all of our people is that you need to get your ducks ready, ducks in a row. Because your attorney will probably need them. The deed.
Your ducks in a row, I like that.
You like that, right? Could be ducks in a row.
Yes, I got it.
So anyway, so the COs, the survey, the deed. I would also order a payoff letter from your bank if you have a mortgage. And then you have to get the house itself ready, right? One of the biggest things that we do as people is we live in our houses. So the way I was told once before, the way that you live in a house is not the way that you sell a house, right? We like to be comfortable in our homes, so sometimes we'll have clutter, on the counters, by the TV, on the coffee table, things like that. We live very comfortably. Some of us don't. Like Samantha, for example, she likes to keep everything neat and clean and clear, right, Sam?
Clear space, clear head.
Right, and your head is definitely clear.
Very funny.
So, the landscape, think about this. People are going to pull up to your house and they're going to make a decision on your house based on the first, let's say, 15 seconds, right? What do they see from the outside? So I would definitely landscape. And if you can't landscape, clean the grass, like mow the lawn, rake it.
Curb appeal is real.
Yeah, curb appeal, right?
Yeah.
If your front door needs painting, painted, okay? Spend that $7 and put a coat of paint on that door. Another very important thing is a pre-inspection report. I know that I get a lot of pushback for this, but a pre-inspection report is so super important. Why? Because you're going to call somebody like John Stelzer, and he's going to come in and he's going to review the entire house. He's going to go up and down. And remember we talked about those little tiny spaces in the attic? He's going to get his big butt inside those spaces, and he's going to look at everything that another inspector will look at, right? So now you get the inspection report, and you can talk to the people that are buying your house and say, hey, look, this is what was wrong with the house. Here's the inspection report. We fixed this, this, and this. We're not fixing this, and this is reflected in the price. Yeah. So if you take this inspection report and you take it with you and you make an offer, base it on this inspection report. Because even if you get your own inspection report, Mr. Buyer, once it comes back and it's the same inspection report that I've given you, I am not negotiating. Okay? Right. So you need to do that. One of the other things that you need to do, if you want to sell your house on your own, you have to do a what is it called? The property condition disclosure, right? The PCD. So this is in the news. As of March 1st, 2024, it's going to be required. You're not going to be able to opt out again like we did with the $500 that we used to pay $500 for opting out. And now you will be mandated to have this and provide it to your buyer.
Yeah, so in New York, they're making these changes, like you mentioned, in March, and we'll be able to, we won't be able to opt out of filling these disclosures out. And this includes homeowners that are selling their house on their own.
I love that.
No one is safe. that is a disclosure where basically the homeowner needs to disclose any known defects of the house to a prospective buyer because, things happen sometimes. Wouldn't you say? Hidden things happen.
A lot of times, yeah.
So it makes sense. In the past, homeowners selling their house were able to opt out of filling them out, but you pay a $500 fee, like you said. But now Governor Hochul did away with it, so that means you can't opt out, and that's that.
Yes, so with regards to that, you're basically telling somebody why they shouldn't buy your house. You're disclosing all the defects that you know, and if you don't know how to fill it out the right way, like if you want to, guess what? The attorney's not going to do that for you. You got to do that yourself. It's your responsibility. So whether you're selling with a broker or whether you're selling by yourself, you will have to fill out a property condition disclosure, right? So we still don't know what the penalty is for not filling it out properly and not disclosing it to the buyers, but I'm sure there will be a penalty because there has to be a penalty. I mean, New York State would never allow you to get away with something and them not make money because New York State has to make money on whatever you do because they got to spend that money, someplace else, if you know what I mean. So let's talk about the safety aspect of selling your home. And what I mean by safety is this. You've been in your home, let's say 5, 10, 30 years, right? And now all of a sudden you want to sell it. You want to sell it on your own because you think that you will do a better job and you will, make more money. But now you're going to have to bring in, you're going to have to let strangers come into your house.
Yes.
Strangers come into your house. How does that sound?
Scary.
Off the street, you're doing an open house, and here I come, the biggest scammer in the world. I'm a burglar. What's the best way for me to come and case your home? I'm going to come into your home. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to be all nice because I know how to do that because I'm a burglar and I'm a scammer.
I'm going to make the whole layout of your house.
Yeah, you're going to show me the whole entire house. And then guess what? Because I am so slick, I'm going to ask you, Mrs. Homeowner, I'd like to bring my wife back. Will you be here this weekend? I'd like to make an appointment. And you're like, well, no, we are actually going out of town this weekend. You know what you just did? Yeah, you just gave that person the exact layout of your house, and now you told them that you're not going to be home. Really intelligent.
Yeah.
So the other thing that you have to talk about is the value of your house. Where are you getting your values from? Are you getting your values from Zillow, who's usually wrong about their values almost all the time?
And taxes.
Right.
Don't forget the taxes.
Yes. So now, and you have to understand how real estate works, right? So in residential real estate, they used the comparable approach, which means that an appraiser is going to go look at your home, and then they're going to drive around and look at homes that are similar to yours, take pictures and send them to the bank, right? So when you are evaluating your home, Mrs. Homeowner, you are evaluating that home that has a broker's commission on it. So you are automatically increasing the price of that house artificially. Why? Because a broker can get more money for your house. They can get that extra 5, 6, 7% and sometimes more. Okay? Why can we do that? Obviously, it's because we have more tools available to us. Not only the reputation that brokers have more houses and more inventory than a homeowner, so we are casting a bigger net, even by just having multiple listing and other brokers that work for us. Okay, so for example, the other day, one of our agents said to us, hey, I'm bringing this house in. It's a colonial in Smithtown, and it's going to be at around $550. Now, $550 for Smithtown is really cheap for a colonial. So guess what? That house never even hit multiple listing. It was sold in-house. The people got the money that they wanted, and they got out. So, you know what? Sammy, tell that story about what happened to you with the appraisal.
Yeah, I mean, a few weeks ago, my buyers went into contract on a house, and after they filled out their application with the bank, the appraisal was done within that same week, by the way. I was very surprised by how fast Justin over at Contour Mortgage made it happen. So, yeah, I remember that when I negotiated the offer, I had told the listing agent, like, listen, it's overpriced. It's not really going to support that value. But
no, it's not. I priced it right.
Yeah, so she insisted and tried to have my clients pay out if, like, it didn't appraise. Naturally, I had advised my clients, my buyers, don't do that. So if you heard on last week's show, you know that the house did not appraise. So We had to go back to the appraiser and dispute the appraisal. We went back and forth, finally convinced them to agree to increase the price, the appraisal a little bit. So
Right.
then I renegotiated the offer, and I was able to get the sellers and buyers on the same page. Otherwise,
Right.
we were going to walk away. We were going to
Of
walk
course.
away, and they would lose the sale. Goodbye.
Who wants to buy an overpriced house?
Yeah, so I got my buyers a $10,000 reduction, and they were very happy.
So you were the buyer's broker,
I sure was. I
And
was
you-
the buyer's agent.
right? And you saved them 10 grand.
Yes, I did.
Well, when we come back, we're going to tell you more of the ins and outs of real estate, and we're going to tell you more how to buy, sell in this market here on Long Island. So I hope to see you soon. Stay tuned.